Resources Incorporated Consolidation Subdivision Plan.
That is.
Sean, or would you like to go, sir?
Sure, I've discussed this with Don Housley a couple of times, and he wanted to be on the agenda tonight in order to give a brief presentation about what his client's planning to do on the property. So that's what this item is for.
Perfect. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'm here representing Christine and Joe. This is the Shire plan of lots, and what they would like to do is they're under an agreement of sale, and they have a limited time period here. So what we wanted to do tonight was get some preliminary discussion with the board. We've already spoken to Sean, and just talk about what they want to do and see if you guys have any issues with it. So when they do make the application, and hopefully we're here next month for a formal vote hearing, that we can get a positive recommendation. So I just didn't have enough time to put this all together by tonight. So just like to show you, if that's okay, kind of informally, and see if you have any opinions you'd like to throw out there. So if you don't mind, I'll approach up there. I have some larger drawings, but we'll show you first some of the things that we're looking at here. This is a aerial tax map from the county, and the properties that we're talking about are these stars. There's two groups of them. This is Hobbit Lane that comes in off of 88 down here, that terminates right about this area here. And they're under agreement to buy these star lots. They would like to combine those, and at this point, it's going to end up being two properties. If you could hold just 1 second here. On the roll. So that will actually end up looking like this. So here's again Hobbit Lane. This is Shire Plan 2, I think it is, up on top of the hill with the cul-de-sac. Now this needs to shift a little bit. You can see my radius point isn't quite in the center, so we're just kind of quickly overlaid it, and this is some topography that goes with it. So Hobbit Lane ends here. This lot is owned by somebody else. They're looking to consolidate these lots into a parcel and these lots into a parcel. These are the easements that were recorded with the plan. We do know that there's a inlet up in this cul-de-sac that comes down the lot line and then just kind of free flows across the ground. As a matter of fact, if you look at these hooking contours, that's kind of what's flowing at this point. There is existing sanitary down here that has an easement. I can show you on the previous recorded plan for this phase, that there was a recorded easement through here. This is an easement and for stormwater. They're looking to build up in here, which I'll get into in just a second, but they could run their sanitary sewer gravity flow down through this parcel and then down and hit the Peters Creek interceptor, running down that way. If that's not possible, for whatever reason, they're willing to pump up and catch into the system so the gravity flows back down this way.
This is an unfinished road here?
That is correct.
Okay, is that gonna, your plans become township property, or, because if so, it's gonna come up to township specs?
Well, let's get in, good question.
Okay.
Good question. And I've spoken to Harshman Group about this already. It's my client's intention to do two more purchases. One is this lot is currently, they're discussing the ownership of this with the landowner. These properties, no taxes have been paid on that for a number of years. They've been up for sheriff's sale 3 times. They're looking to actually kind of push that envelope this time, purchase all of these. Therefore, from here back, they'll own everything.
Okay.
It's their intention at that point to vacate the roadway, to eliminate it with another consolidation plan. That'll take care of all of this. At this point, you're almost 21 years. So you can't really do much about it either because you're still kind of obligated. We did discuss this with Sean a little bit.
You're talking before a paper road becomes.
Yeah, after 21 years, you're not obligated to do anything with it. So we're almost at that point. I think it was, I'm saying November. Sean, do you remember, was that November?
I want to say March or something.
March.
So it was, you told me 11
22.
months, and in my mind, when I was talking to you last time, I was thinking November, since it's 11th month of the year, but I think you corrected me and told me it was some point in 2022.
Just real quick, I have the subdivision right here. Let's just take a quick look. I'm sure the solicitor's thinking about this himself. So this, that's the plan. This is the one that has all the dates on it. So this was recorded, Washington, 27th of June, 2001.
Can I ask another question?
Yes,
Absolutely.
What if you can't secure these? You're gonna have to keep this access.
Yeah, the access will have to remain open
Okay.
because these people, even though they're not paying taxes,
They still own them, yeah.
but this person
Right.
is, they still have the right to use these paper streets, even though they're not public and you couldn't really force them to be public after 21 years. So, nor could they force you to take them.
Right.
But, but they do retain rights to access utilities and so forth to get into there. So the only way that that could occur, this consolidation,
Is
is
if you
if
could-
they
okay.
acquire all of that,
Oh,
that's
okay.
their intention. Okay, so that's basically where we're at. Now, what they'd like, they would like to consolidate these two pieces for now, because if they can't build this, it's their intention to build a house over in this area, which would cross this property line. And they wanna build in here, and then they'll run their driveway up, as any other person that would build in here, they would run it through that right of way to get up the Hubble Lane, which I think is dedicated, I'm not even sure about that, we'll probably have to check that out, because it's probably dedicated to the Main Street. Now this owner here, I don't know much about him, okay? Did I miss anything? Oh, and I do have, if you'd like to see, aerials, this one's a little hard to see property lines, because it's so dark, but that's a LiDAR, view. This is kind of a trail coming down into here, there's where that cul-de-sac would have been, this is topography, there's this looking contours where the drain's kind of coming down. This one's a little bit nicer to see, because you can also see the subdivision lines of the proposed one.
Is this gonna be part of the Shire plan? Are you gonna be in their HOA?
Sure, we would be if they'll accept us.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys had that.
No,
It's not a true HOA in the fact that,
I'm sure they maintain those posts at the bottom of the hill
Yes,
and
and stuff like that.
landscaping and whatnot. And
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
sure,
how
yeah, we're happy to participate. I don't know how that's set up. Is it like
Don't
per
know.
home or we
I
don't know?
don't know,
Okay,
yeah, I
we'll
just was
find out.
curious.
We're happy to
Yeah, there are
participate.
covenants or whatnot recorded, you check all these, like
Yeah.
sales agreement, that'll run the land.
Right.
I know they do have an HOA, I just don't know all the.
We knew that, but yeah, we don't know what's entailed, but yeah, we'd be happy to be part of it.
Yeah, your title company will have to research that. ULMed already may be obligated to buy it
Yes.
just by
fine.
purchasing these lots.
That's kind of what I was headed to, so I think
I
that-
assumed that we would. We just assumed that we would be part of it to maintain those common spaces at the bottom of the hill.
Is that the road that dead ends right now, Hobbit, you call it Hobbit Lane?
Hobbit Lane.
Is that a township road? It's public up to that point?
It might
Are we
all-
gonna have an issue with liquid fuels if it's not a? You know, I
Well, if
see
there's
that
no cul-de-sac
posted on
now, it's
cul-de-sac.
probably not on the.
Yeah, and it won't, and we'll never be able to, right, because unless we do a cul-de-sac, right, don't you have to have a cul-de-sac?
That's right, yeah.
I don't know if that's a concern for the township, I don't know how long that is.
It's probably something we should look at, because if, and I didn't get to see the plan that you're looking at, Doug, but if it would be in the township's interest to build a cul-de-sac there, maybe we could do something cooperatively where they reserve for us the right of way and then we can build the cul-de-sac.
Just real quickly, here's the end of
Yeah, not all
Hobbit
the
Lane.
deep, maybe just right
And,
there.
this is
That way.
That'd be fine.
We could probably.
You would-
No, we are planning, I just wanna tell you this as well. We'll hook our driveway, hopefully if all goes as planned, into the end of Hobbit Lane. But we're gonna go down and create like a governor's drive so that anyone that comes down there where there's delivery people would be able to turn around and come
That's
back
kind
out.
of what he was
That's
mentioning,
what
just
we're
so.
planning on doing that anyway.
For maintenance, the maintenance
The maintenance,
vehicles,
yeah.
so dead ends would have to back up.
Right, cause that's what they're doing now, they must be backing up like salt trucks.
But yeah, I want you to look into Hobbit Lane and then
Right where it ends.
give
Yeah.
David
So
something
that
to
is
do.
on the-
There you go.
Yeah. To get it on liquid fuels, because right now it's insane.
Which they could do that, yeah. Fine with that.
So Harshman Group is going to look into the status of Hobbit Lane and liquid fuels and so forth. I still need to talk to my clients, I'm gonna make a comment here that I haven't discussed with them. But I offered that we would probably be willing to give up land to give you the right of way necessary to, if you wanted to put a turnaround or at least a hammerhead in. So I think.
Certainly, we're on, yeah, because we're not even gonna use that top portion, it would actually reduce the length of our driveway a bit if that would be the case.
And the dispute of my clients would always be is if somebody comes up there and there's a driveway continues, they'll end up at your front door.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
that's
pretty
why we'll
much-
have
they'll
the
be turning around in
turnaround,
your
so they can
driveway,
turn
yeah,
around,
yeah,
they can go
yeah.
right
So
back up.
you're best working with the township.
Absolutely.
Helping them get a turnaround, so that they know that it's a private drive.
Sounds good.
Okay,
So you'll be back next month?
That's the
Okay.
intention, yeah. Now, I do have a question maybe for the Harshman group, submission dates, times, like how far in advance of the meeting I mean, I can have this done probably within a week. The only thing I wouldn't have is I think there's some field surveying needed. I'd like to see where the end of this pipe is, and I'd like to find out about the sanitary sewer. So that's the only thing that would hold us up. I could get a drawing in so they could begin their review if you wanted to do that. We could have that within a few days, by the end of the week.
So by ordinance, you need to be in, a month before the planning meeting, so that'd be today. But I mean, we do everything we can to get things turned around as soon as possible, because we don't like to have stuff sitting out there to be done, so we do everything we can to get everything turned around as soon as possible. So the sooner you get it to us, the higher the likelihood that we'll be able to work back and forth through any comments and have the final thing good to go, so.
Sounds great. What I could promise today is by probably Monday, I could have an application with the Sept friends here, with the checks and so forth, so I'll have.
Yeah, could I just ask, so I'm hoping that if we come back next month, we would have some type of a vote on this, just because we're under contingent agreement, that if we can't consolidate the lots, obviously our house doesn't fit on one of the lots, it's gonna span several lots, because it's a ranch. We would need to know that prior to our close date, or we're gonna lose the property.
Well, I'm sure they're noting that, but I believe that the Harshman Group always, their turnaround depends on when you can submit. Am I correct in saying that?
And the approval might be, if you were to receive approval, might, just like the one prior, conditioned upon, if there's still a few housekeeping items, it might be conditioned upon
Okay.
those.
So we'd have a
But that
pretty
way
good
you'd be
idea
able to move
probably
forward.
next month, because by November 5th, if we can't, because I wouldn't wanna go ahead with this not knowing for sure that that can be done. And then at what point is it consolidated? Is it done prior to purchasing or after?
No, it's,
After.
you would purchase, because the
Okay.
subdivision will be in your names, you'll sign
Oh, I
the
see.
subdivision plat, then it'll be recorded, and then that's only, a subdivision is basically a statement of intent, it doesn't do anything. After that, you have to then re-record the deeds that you'll get, because you'll get individual deeds for every one of those lots in the old plan.
I see.
Then you'll have to re-record a deed, trading those into a parcel A and a parcel B. So that's probably what we're gonna follow, okay?
I have one more question. This is like very twisted. There's a lot of things hinging on this. If we are to acquire those lots in the back that have gone to the repository bin in Washington County, so I've spoken with them, at what point then, do we wait till we try to get those to do one big consolidation, or do I do this twice? Do I just do it as we acquire the lots?
That's,
Probably up to you guys.
That's,
Yeah,
I
I've
would
never
probably
done this.
advise you to wait if you could, I mean,
Okay.
because it's gonna cost you 2 application
I
fees,
see.
2 sets of reviews, 2 subdivision plans, it's gonna start to add up for you.
Right,
So
we just have to know we have the go-ahead, that in the event we buy them, we can do this,
can do it.
because if we can't, then we can't use the property.
Okay. All right, okay, all right, we'll
Thank you
get,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
doing
Thanks for joining
the
us.
meeting
You
before.
did a lot of work, that was great. Thank you, Don.
You look like.
I am a dress.
It's, I coached Eric.
Gotcha. Good hockey player.
Hockey, yeah, he was, he's a very good hockey